Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lucky 56.
Allen now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he takes. This one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, no. Slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
On first down, Moran. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Detroit! Detroit! No, 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 no. Check. Patriot! Patriot! No, 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 no. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Looking to throw on second down. Moran. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Moran, and that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gun!
Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
No. Check. Patriot.
On third down, that's Hammond, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lucky 56. Detroit. Gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. 56.
To throw on third down, Moran. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Moran. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
To throw on second down, Moran eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gone!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Allen looks to throw on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Moran. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll run it here. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
No. Check.
And there's
Patriot.
a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Detroit!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Moran. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Gone! All right, now, lucky
first down. Moran. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
And that'll set him back 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got this one down to the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, Moran. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. On 1st and 10, Moran. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Lucky 56. Gone. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Gone.
Looking to throw. Moran. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And spins away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll go on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. Gone.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit! Leopard!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moran throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Moran. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final try here for Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try again next week at home.
you